sides. Oh, she's looking right at the camera, Jeff. Did you see that?
Yes, indeed. We are live here.
We are live here. Is she going to be okay?
Yep, she'll be fine.
Black out here.
Well, we are here out at the new zoo out in the Brown County Reforestation.
Yes, in Suamico here. We are in the Education Center with Miss Andrea, our educator here. We wanted to kind of come here just as an excuse to see some see a cute penguin and maybe learn some cool penguin facts. Yeah. So I know our viewers are really going to love this. This is Miss Tweedle.
Yes.
Tweedle. And I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Tweedle before, so I'm so excited to see her again.
Oh, I'm excited too.
She's got a really lovely personality, right?
She does. So Tweedle is actually one of our animal ambassadors. Which means that she comes out and she's able to meet people just like you guys.
Okay.
She's one of the more people-friendly penguins in that sense.
She likes to be petted.
Yeah, she actually doesn't mind. Yeah. A lot of our other penguins, they're kind of more penguin-oriented, so they don't mind their keepers and things going in there, but I definitely couldn't pick them up or interact with them as much. But Tweedle, she's had interaction with people since she was younger, and she just kind of took a liking to people a lot more.
Right.
So that's why we're able to use her and a few of our other penguins too for private programs and introduce her to people.
Very cool. Do you have any like fun facts about penguins for us?
Yes, I have so many fun facts. Penguins are so exciting.
Oh, she's like, I'm going to eat my shirt, I think.
She's kind of excited about new things.
Yes.
But penguins, believe it or not, and our penguins specifically, do not live where it's cold.
So she probably likes this weather a little bit better, right?
Yes. She's actually known as an African penguin, and they actually live on the southern coast of Africa. And there's only a few penguins that actually live in Antarctica. There's ice and snow everywhere.
Those are the big penguins, right?
Yes, the emperors and the kings, yeah. Do you want to take a guess as to how many species of penguins there are in the world? Throw out a number.
It's a big number.
200.
No, it is way less than that.
5.
Nope, it's a little bit more. There's actually 17 species of penguins.
Okay, so totally opposite.
It's like, woo, which way are you going? And so there's actually more penguins that live in warmer weather than live in colder weather. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that way.
Perfect. Well, you said that there's they can actually hold their breath for a really long time. Is that right?
Yeah, for about 5 minutes.
Oh my
For such a small bird. Yeah, they have to be able to dive for their fish. That's their main food. They're fish eaters, and so they have to be able to find it and then be able to catch it. Because they do swim pretty fast.
Jeff, she's like really taking an interest to you over there.
Yeah.
She's got an interesting looking beak too. She's like really texturized.
Yeah, and one thing about her beak that, if we'll turn a little this way. I know.
What is she saying right now?
That is basically her friendly call. She's like, I like meeting you. You're my best friends in the morning.
That's not a lie, is it?
No. They do actually have a lot of different calls, and that one was a friendly one. Sometimes they might get into little arguments, and they might be a little, on an angrier side, but that was a friendlier call, which is pretty exciting.
She's like loving you, Jeff. I love this.
Yeah, she's excited about you guys, that's for sure. But yes, Tweedle, her beak is actually very helpful because she's living in the ocean most of the time, spending her time in there hunting for fish. She does get a lot of salt in her body. And sometimes you don't want too much salt. That can make you not feel so well. And so the ridges on her beak actually allow her to sneeze out salt. And then those ridges direct it away from her so it doesn't, clog her nose or get towards her eyes and things like that.
And speaking of her eyes too.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite facts about penguins and a lot of birds actually, is her eyeballs. She actually has an extra eyelid.
Yes, they're clear.
Yes. So we have eyelids that if we close, we can't see through them. They're there to help keep our eyes protected, and she has those as well, but she has an extra set of eyelids that close kind of front to back. And they're clear so that she can see where she's swimming. And see where the fish are.
So it protects their eyes, but they can still see it.
Exactly. They're like built-in goggles in a way. It's pretty awesome.
Well, I know people love penguins. So I know our viewers are going to be so excited. If people want to come here and learn more about penguins and all the other animals you have here at the new zoo, can you tell us your hours? Schedule?
We do. In the wintertime now, we're open at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are open 365 days a year, so every whole day of the year we are open for any visitors to come on out. Now, as we said before, these penguins, the African penguins that we have, don't really like the cold too much.
Right.
Yeah, so they're nesting now, or kind of?
Yeah, that's the nesting thing. Okay.
They are. We do have a whole colony of penguins. I believe we have 11 or 12 or so now. And it is nesting season, just like it would be in Africa right now. So a lot of them are kind of getting their nest all situated. We give them little fun things for nesting materials. So they are kind of tucked inside this time of year. If it is, for some awesome reason above freezing,
Okay.
then sometimes the zookeepers do give them access to come outside, but then it's their choice.
Okay.
So even if it is warmer, you might not always see them because they do tend to hang out when it's a little warmer inside.
Well, very cool. But this time, she's like puffing up here.
Yeah,
oh,
making it
so
so
sweet.
fun.
And then this time of year, isn't it half price for the zoo?
Yes, very true. January and February, it is half price.
Very cool.
Another reason to come out here. Right?
Exactly.
Definitely so.
Well, thank you, Andrea, so much for answering all of our questions and for letting us meet Miss Tweedle here.
Of course, my pleasure.
Well, we're going to go into our regular broadcast. I'm going to kind of slide over here, and Andrea's just going to make sure that Tweedle is safe here on this table.
Yeah.
We are going to get into our weather broadcast today, and Miss Tweedle's going to love this weather broadcast.
Thank you.
Someone had an accident over here.
Hey,
Hey, surprise! Right?
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. So Miss
Everybody gets a
Tweedle,
little stage fright.
yes. So Miss Tweedle, we're going to have a high of 46 today and a low of 10. Cloudy this morning, and then rain around noon. And that rain is going to go throughout the afternoon and turn into snow around 4 o'clock today. So it's not looking too good. It's later today, but enjoy the warmer temperatures. That's a
Well,
good
you
saying,
can,
right?
yeah,
There's always
definitely.
the bright side.
Exactly. So, speaking of, well, not really much.
Not
on the
good
right side,
news,
no.
yes.
Yeah. Jonathan Anderson has a story that there's been another misconduct complaint filed against Guy Zima,
Yes.
the alderman from Green Bay, who had his sort of access to city staff restricted,
Right.
To certain circumstances because of complaints in the past. So this one came from Alderwoman Barbara Dorff,
Right.
and so it's just very fresh. So details are just coming out, but check out Jonathan's story for that information.
He's been very good about keeping us up to date on
Oh,
that.
yes.
Thank you, Jonathan. So today I wanted to make mention of a story that's up on our website by Sharon Rosnick
Yeah.
regarding this flu that's going around here, really biting northeast Wisconsin pretty hard. So right now the Center for Disease Control is reporting it's a similar flu season to that of 2014 to 2015, which is the most severe season we've seen in recent years.
Nice.
There have been over 200 cases reported and more than 500 hospitalizations. So, I guess at this
Take
point,
precautions.
wash your hands, disinfect.
Do the cough into the so you
Exactly. And then actually last year I did a story about flus in general and the flu shot particularly. And they say that, people have this perception that the flu shot doesn't work. They aren't 100% effective, but a lot of people say, why do I get a flu shot and then 3 days later I have the flu? A doctor told me, a specialist said that that is usually because you're already infected with the flu and then you get your shot.
and then
So it doesn't help you
and then
out.
it tackles itself.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and definitely, take some precautions if you are not feeling well. Just stay home.
Right.
That's something I struggle with too. Like I'm the one who kind of comes in miserable to work, and it's like I don't know if this is
No
the right
infecting
idea.
people, Jeff.
No infecting.
And be like Miss Tweedle and maybe stay inside during the cold temperatures, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you again, Andrea, for being here. And Miss Tweedle. I feel like we're definitely going to be back. We love learning about animals and this wonderful zoo that we have here in our community that we're lucky to have.
Yeah, maybe we can come back when it's nice and warm outside, and they're, and see a little bit more.
Jeff, can we maybe close out with a close-up of this beautiful penguin over here? Jeff is the cameraman. He's wonderful at what he does, and I figure, why not, right? Let people know.
Ooh, new things.
New things. Oh, what is that? What is that?
She's like, is that a toy?
I just had a feeling she'd be like, what? Hi. All right. We'll say thank you so much for watching our show this morning. Make sure to like and share this video, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning on Friday.